Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Man. What am I doing? Wait. Okay, let me look at the questions here, man. I had to put on my black shades because I saw my haters trying to do the same. Man, we already have a super chat question up in here, man. Man, I haven't even been on here for like, I haven't even popped up on the screen for like 5 minutes. I already got a super chat. Hold on. Holy shit. Let me correct something real quick. I'm going to get to that super chat question. Hold on. Correct this banner real quick. Hold on. Let me correct this banner. Yeah. Super chat. FB star questions. Okay. So now, wow, we got all these super chats coming in. Hold on. Good evening. Yes. So we have, let me say good evening to everyone. We have Facebook here. We have TikTok live tonight. So listen, let me hit my central air real quick because it's definitely a little hot in here. Hold on. Hit my central air for a minute. I saw my haters trying to wear black shades like me. I got central air. I don't have AC. Yes. My haters was on live trying to put on cheap fucking shades. Okay, so listen, let me get to the first super chat questions. We have the first one. Okay, hold on. Let me put my music on. Okay. First questions. What are the benefits of working with Saint Barbara medallion or altar? Well, I don't know exactly. Because Saint Barbara, that all depends on what you're doing with it. I have never worked with a Saint Barbara image that wasn't consecrated. See, the thing about it, what you guys don't understand is that when you're just taking a raw picture and working with it like that, that's different from a picture that has been empowered, that has been consecrated. You can't just pick up a picture and then all of a sudden think that you're going to have the same manifestation as someone else. A lot of those pictures you see in Vodou, they're charged up. They're put together spiritually. So I can't say what the benefit is with working with Saint Barbara. But actually, I think, but then again, I can't really even say so. I can't even say. Because I have never worked with a raw Saint Barbara image or picture. But what I will tell you is this, is that spirit deals with chastity. If you're trying to go out and date women or have a good time at night, that would not be the best spirit to serve, because it can definitely ruin your ability to score that night. Okay, 1 second. Next super chat question. If I'm serving the Loa, why is my money going down? Well, the thing about it is you don't know what you're doing. Either, see, sometimes it's not, let me just put it like this. Sometimes it's not the machine, it could be the operator. And then sometimes it can also be the machine. Because if you don't know what you're doing and you just put this thing together on your own, or even if you got someone who doesn't know what they're doing, they give you that and you start serving, you could be doing things wrong. The whole setup could be wrong. Or it could just be you. Let me give you an example. Years ago, when I was in the construction industry, basically, I was on a job once, but I didn't have skills. I was on a job, basically they hired me, was paying me top dollars, but then they realized this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Canned me. So I say this to say to you, sometimes it's not the machine, sometimes it can be the operator, sometimes it can be you. So I don't know which one it is. See, one thing about us human beings is that we're very opinionated. Even if it was you, you're going to argue and say it wasn't you. It takes a very honest individual to accept the fact that, hey, you're trash, you're garbage. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Alrighty, so next. Okay, let me see what TikTok has for me. Hold on. Which saint do you serve? I serve a lot of Loa, but in different traditions, they can be considered certain different other spirits. What do they call it? Saint Gerard. If you want to talk about Catholic saints, Saint Gerard would be one. I serve Saint Gerard under Bao Samzi. Now, if we're talking about Ogu Ferrai, Saint Jacques Major. You know what I'm saying? Saint Jacques Major. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about Ezili Dontor, what are we talking about? Oh my God, Chezatoa. And if we're talking about Ezili Freda, then we're talking about Mater de la Rosa. You know what I'm saying? So yes. So you got to know your chorus. You got to know your synchronizations. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Vodouisan, you got to know your synchronizations, man. It's like knowing the model of a Rolex number. Okay, let me see this. We got a lot of questions here on TikTok. Hold on. You stay popping up in my for you. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's because I'm putting out dope content. That's why they share my content. The Voodoo King is live. Man, you know what? I wish my haters could say the same. People call me the Voodoo King. You know what I'm saying? They call me the GOAT. I mean, I don't know why they don't say that about my haters, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Good evening. How can you know which one to serve? See, that's why you got to go through a lesson. How do you know which loi to serve? You know, that's a question that they ask me on TikTok. Well, that comes through your initiation. Well, that comes through a lesson, a lesson, the sit down. You know what I'm saying? That's where you determine who's best to serve. See, one thing about serving spirits is if you don't serve the right spirit, you can actually cause problems in your life. You can cause problems to your health. The only saint I'm worked with is Saint Expedite. He comes through every time. Okay. He's a good one, but okay. I tried to double down. Don't work. So again, it's not about if it works or not. Sometimes it's about if you know what you're doing. I answered that question. I love your vibe. Thank you. I'm in the UK. How do you feel about blood magic? Listen, to be honest with you, somebody asked me, how do I feel about blood magic? To me, you can, listen, if you want to heat a spirit up, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can make an offering like that, and it heats the spirit up. But you can also use alcohol, and that heats the spirit up as well. See, for me, I put like this, man. I come from a yard that didn't use blood whatsoever. If anything, they didn't get into the habit of doing that. Because in my family, what I was taught was that they say that it can make the spirits very greedy. You don't want to start getting into the habit of feeding your spirits blood. You know what I'm saying? That's how you make them become very greedy. So, but that's a whole other story. But for me, like again, on my own thing, I rarely ever use blood. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? You can get good results without even using blood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that leads into the conversation of sacrificing animals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be a Vodouisan and you can not sacrifice any animals. See, I know the world shit is going to be like, oh my God, no, that's impossible. I mean, listen, to each his own. The Old Testament, if you read the Old Testament, if we're talking about serving deities or spiritual forces, I mean, in the Old Testament, they made sacrifices and stuff like that, but that, you also heard them utilizing other things to make sacrifice, to make offerings, excuse me. But again, to each his own. Now, another thing I want to say is this. To those that are going to say, oh, Lil Nas, you were talking blasphemy, so and so. A lot of us Haitians haven't been to Haiti in years because of what's been happening overseas. So my question to you is this: outside of cooking food, a lot of y'all are resorting to other methods to serve your spirits because you can't go to Haiti and do these big elaborate ceremonies. So what are you doing? But that's not for me to give out. But that's a whole other story itself. Okay, now let me get back to YouTube now. Someone asked me, how fast can revenge work? Can revenge work? You want to know about that? Work. Let me tell you something. Revenge work. How long does it take for revenge work to work? That all depends on who you're dealing, who you're going after. You know what I'm saying? And again, that all depends on your access as well. If you don't have access to know what's going on with the person, see, a lot of you guys watch too much TV. And hit those like buttons, man. Hit those like buttons and share this live, man. Yeah, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button and share this live, man. You know what I'm saying? Let people, you know what I'm saying? Let people know what time it is, man. Who you rocking with. Okay. One second. Let me see something. We were here before, huh? Aye. Hello. Okay. Let me finish this. I know there's a lot of questions already. Hold on. So listen, that all depends on how long does it take for a revenge job to work. That all depends on who you're going after. And if you have access to know what's going on. Thank you for the rose. Listen, when you have access to see what's going on, when you're around that person often, you can see things transpiring. See, a lot of people watch a lot of movies. They watch a lot of things on YouTube and stuff like that. Things that are not realistic. Realistically speaking, most people give up on the work they do when they don't see things transpire after a couple of days. See, one thing about doing spiritual work, when you're really about this, you're going to let that thing sit and marinate. You're going to let that thing fest up, man. You're going to let that thing do what it needs to do. It doesn't matter how long it takes. See, from the Caribbean and outside the Caribbean, man, if you're talking about Africa, see, I don't know about Africa, man. I'm going to talk about keeping Caribbean, man. When we on a target, that shit going to sit. We're going to squat on a rifle. I don't care. Like, listen, a dude like me, I don't care if 4 to 5 years go back, I'm squatting on you. I'm squatting on you. That's it. Listen, this thing can go on. It all depends on what you're doing. See, if you're going, I'm just saying, man, some of you guys, listen, some of y'all guys just playing with this game here, man. It all depends on what you do. If you out here burning a candle here and there, short-lived. Within a couple of days, that shit gonna burn out. Now we up in here hot boxing up in here. You know that we up in here hot boxing. I had to crack the door open a little bit, man. We up in here hot boxing. You know what? Let me continue the hot box. I don't need the hot box up in here. But yeah, that all depends on who you're working on also. Like if the person got a lot of bucks, a lot of money. To knock someone off like that is going to take some time. A bum, you can easily knock them off. I know this bum recently, right? Let me talk about this bum, right? There's spirituals online, right? Dude was doing all this talking, right? Go by the dude's house. He doesn't even live there anymore. Dude got into legal situations. You know what I'm saying? This dude right now, he hiding. You know what I'm saying? Did spiritual work on him last year. That dude got excommunicated out of a certain spiritual community. He got rape charges, like rape complaints on his head. He got all this crazy shit going on. Now this dude, he's practically homeless, living with somebody, trying to act like he's living it up, but everybody can see through it. So this is what I'm saying to you. If you don't have access to know what's going on with a target, you're going to think that they're living their best life. Sometimes, listen, a person can put the biggest front on for social media. They can act like their life going great, but in reality, they got a whole lot of fuck shit going on. Okay, so let me move off of that question. Oh, look, it's a guy who doesn't agree with Spinkle. Oh, look, it's the guy who doesn't agree with sprinkle culture. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't have a problem with the sprinkle culture. If anything, let me say something to you, hun. You know what? Let me not say that. Let me not say what I was about to say. I have no problem with sprinkle culture. But please let people know, these younger people know what can potentially happen. That's all I'm saying. See, what I'm doing here, I put a disclaimer. I put a disclaimer on what I do. See, let me tell you something. Your CEO of the Sprinkle Clubs know how the fuck I get down. That CEO of the Sprinkle Club know how I get the fuck down. So listen, on that level, I don't have a problem against that. But at least tell younger people what they're getting themselves into. You know what I'm saying? Tell the younger people that when they out here playing these games with people's emotions and heart, certain shit can happen to them. It may not be all the time, but they may meet that right individual that's not going to be playing with them. Mm-hmm. Of course I'm not. Listen, you know what? Let me say something. I'm not the intended target. Listen. Tell the CEO of that movement they owe me something. Hun, I know I'm not the target, but the CEO of that movement owe me something. In due time, though. In due time. The CEO of that movement know what the fuck they did. They know what they did. They owe me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You're saying that person better know how to find a way to make it right. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say about that. The CEO of the Sprinkle movement need to find out a way how they're going to make that mistake right. They got to make it right. But I'm not going to talk too much about that, though. Okay, what we got here? Who? No, we're not talking about, that's another individual. We're not talking about that individual. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he irrelevant, man. Okay, here we go here. Do you teach people how to read tarot cards or regular playing cards? Listen, it doesn't even matter which one. But again, there's certain people I taught how to read tarot cards. But again, the way I read tarot cards is different from other people. Like, it's good to go by books. But for me, if I teach you how to read tarot cards, you got to be able to read tarot cards blindfolded. You got to be able to read tarot cards and playing cards blindfolded. If you can't do that, nah, you don't pass my test, man. Mm-hmm. If you're going to do a reading under my supervision, you got to be able to pull out a deck of tarot cards or playing cards and read them blindfolded. If you can't do that, you're not good enough. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. How do you work with jinn spirits, dude? Listen, let me tell you something. I would best recommend that you check out Arabian Conjure channel because that's in the whole Islamic Arabic culture. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's not pertaining to Haitian Vodou. So I would recommend that you check out Arabian Conjure channel for that. Do you remember when you did? I'm about to get back on TikTok. Hold on. Do you remember when you did lives back on your construction jobs wearing Timberlands talking about what works and look at you now? Of course, man. See, listen. See, a lot of you guys on TikTok, y'all guys just learning about me now. I've been on social media for about 9 years now. 9 years. I've been in this game for 9 years. I'm a veteran in this culture, man. See, a lot of you guys are catching me with my beard nearly fully gray. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this game for like 9 years, dropping it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still knocking it. Mm-hmm. They didn't try to get me out the game, but I'm still on top. A lot of these guys, you know what I'm saying? Listen. I only been back like 4 months. I'm at 500,000 views. Dudes is like claiming that, I got fake views, fake subscribers. We not you, nigga. Okay, so now let me go back. Let me go back to my TikTok audience. I can't let y'all down. How can I contact you? The best way to contact me is to message me, you know what I'm saying, or text me. But don't be talking no stupid stuff. Don't be talking retarded, because if you talking retarded, I'm not even gonna respond to your message. Like, can you do a voodoo spell for me? Listen, as soon as you're coming off like that, I'm not even gonna take you serious. Listen, I get so much messages now, it's crazy. But I want to say this to my TikTok audience. Talk like you got some sense. Come to me as like a mature adult. Speak like a mature adult. Don't come to me on some ignorant type of stuff, man. I need people that know how to speak English. You know what I'm saying? Listen, excuse me. I don't mean it in a derogatory sense like that. If you coming with the ebonics, you coming with all the crazy. Listen, I'm not trying to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? Keep it professional, keep it classy, man. Talk like you got some sense. Come with some serious stuff, man. Because if you're not serious, I'm not even going to take your message serious. I'm going to look at it and bypass it. Or I'm just going to leave it on the unread. All right? But other than that, yeah, you can message me, text me, whatsoever, and tell me what your situation is. And if I find that the situation is something that's serious, then I'm definitely going to respond to it. How do you hear from the what? I was thinking the same thing. Do you do magic on women you date? I mean, listen. Somebody asked me a question. Do I do magic on women I date? Nowadays, nah, man. Listen. To be honest with you, nowadays, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, nah. Let me tell you why. Nowadays, I'm trying to run from women, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I don't need women jumping on me on some, I want to be in a relationship with you. Listen, women, let me tell you something. Dating for me is like, right now, I'm very like skeptical when it comes to dating. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you got women getting jealous. Women do all types of crazy shit. And it's like, I don't want to go upside a person's head spiritually. So it's like right now to the point where, listen, you got to prove yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? So getting into the whole dating shit, do I do work on women I date? Nah, not at the moment, because I got too many women running after me. Do you know how much women from state to state be hitting me up trying to holler at me? You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm just chill. I just got out of a relationship last year? So right now, I'm not trying to even entertain that right now. Right now, I'm just focusing on my business, getting my money up, and that's my focus right now. See, listen, the time I've dedicated to building my craft, listen, they booted me off of TikTok, right? And I say this to people to motivate them, right? They booted me off of TikTok. Back again, right? In less than in 30 days, I had built my channel to like 13,000 subscribers, right? Now I'm back and I'm like close to 18,000 subscribers now, right? See, the thing about it is I gotta focus on my business. For me to dedicate my time and energy into someone, that's gonna be bad for me. I got clientele that I gotta attend to. I got people I gotta talk to motivate. So I don't got time to be doing love spells on women, you know what I'm saying? Okay, next. I think my ex did magic on me. Yes, you're everywhere on Google. I'm everywhere on Google reviews? What? What? Everywhere on Google reviews? Listen, I don't even know. Like, I be hearing people be saying so much good stuff about me, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know where these people, you know, like listen, people be hitting me up like, yo, I heard so much good things about you and stuff. Like, what? Where? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, where? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that shit crazy. But I'm glad that that's what it is. But, you know, listen, let me tell you something. As being spiritual, right? Understand when you're doing good, there's going to be so much slander, so much bullshit on your name. People going to listen. I got people online that literally have dedicated channels to talking shit about me. Like, we go on a channel, you see a whole channel dedicated to talking ill about me. You say, then you got other people out here that just every day they're trying to pick at what they can find to basically talk slander about me. But the thing about what they don't realize is that when people look at them and they look at what I'm doing, you're gonna be like, all you're just doing is sitting on the sideline hating. And that should be motivation to y'all. Like, listen, I'm gonna put it like this. With what you do, some things may not go according to plan. But you better make sure that majority of the shit you do, you're on top of that shit. They're saying, even if it's not client satisfaction, try to work that shit out with a client rather than being in some bullshit like, whatever, letting that client go off, man. That's one mistake I made in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 or 2 clients and shit like that. But I learned from that mistake. Try to correct that problem. And then there's some clients, when you put all your time in and they get on that fuck shit, you gotta be like, fuck them. That's it. You gotta be like, fuck them. You can't take that disrespect. I had one client, right? Let me give you clients an example. I'm gonna give you people an example that's watching, right? Last year, there was a lady that I was doing work for, right? This lady was writing me so much reviews. This lady was like, oh my God, giving me so much praise. Oh, Leonard, you're the best. The lady even wanted to fly me out to Dubai. Me and my ex-girlfriend, she wanted to fly me and my ex-girlfriend out to Dubai. For what reason, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The lady bought me a whole Versace robe and everything. Like this guy, look, I'm just saying, women gave me all types of shit. Sometimes the chick would give me bonuses, but one thing I realized with that is that sometimes that can be a hidden agenda. See, a female can be like, oh my God, he's giving me results and this and that. You can say, or that could be a client. They can do all this good shit for you. See, old girl used to throw subliminals at me. Like, yo, my fat butt. You say, me, my fat butt. Why are you telling me in my fat butt? You throwing all these, oh, my fat butt this, my fat butt that. I never ever bit the cheese. So what happened? The final conclusion, this female, I guess she realized it wasn't getting anywhere. Our final meeting was like, yo, get your shit together, man. You getting fired from every fucking job. Every job you get on, it's always some bullshit. Then on top of that, you start making money. Then you want to spend then you want to take these elaborate trips, and now your life is fucked. Now you want to come back to me and start talking crazy. And when I tell you to chill the fuck out and do what's right, you don't want to hear that. So what this person does, they go on an enemy channel that I'm beefing with. An enemy's channel that I'm beefing with and say all this fuckery, only to find out that this enemy of mine has a whole rape allegation and charge that they're dealing with in Gwinnett County. And not only that, that same enemy whose live channel they went on to speak ill about me has allegations of child abuse on his name. This dude got restraining orders from his relationship with his baby mama. They went to go talk ill about me, which is someone that's living worse than me. And this person said that I took 20 grand for them. So I just kept on asking you. No, that wasn't even the case. That person saw results and they kept on coming back saying, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. So now because I don't want to give it up, I don't want to sleep with you, now this is the fuck shit you do. See, I'm giving you guys game in this community. Listen, I'm giving y'all some game. I had an ex-girlfriend. Since we're talking about love magic now, right? Why I don't do love magic on females, right? I had an ex-girlfriend. She was acting up. I gave her the world. Gave her diamonds, gave her Rolexes, tried to fund her business and everything. Taught her, put it into the spiritual community. See, old girl was doing some weakling shit. At the end of the day, I'm not going to even say that like Shorty was fully wrong. Because a nigga going to have desires. And if we ain't fucking around like that, I'm going to fuck with something. So old girl couldn't take the heat out. You know what I'm saying? I separated with her. Moved on. What'd she do? She see me and my new boo having a great time traveling to Florida. What'd she do? She gets in her jealous emotions, jealous feelings, and goes on my enemy's channel to try to spite me. But now look at her. She gets up online weeks to months later to talk about, oh my God, my life is falling apart. You say, my ex is doing voodoo on me, all types of shit. Even though that is the case, the thing is like this, man. This is what comes with doing spiritual work, man. And when you're on top of the game, you're going to have a lot of people that want to see you down. See, ex-girlfriend, she got up on a chat, on a live to talk ill about me to see if she can sabotage my business. But look at her dumb ass now. Where is she? She's nowhere to be found. But of course, she made that right. So I can't even be mad at her because she made it right. You know what I'm saying? She made it right. So I give her credit and respect for that. But I'm just giving y'all a game to let y'all know what comes with this, man. The difference between Orisha spirits and Vodou spirits. The difference between Orisha spirits and Vodou spirits is that they come from different locations. And not all Orisha spirits. Let me explain something to you. Orisha spirits and Vodou spirits, they're just spirits. Because in Orisha tradition, Ifa, Santeria, the spirits that they have, some of the spirits that's in Ifa, Santeria, they're in Haitian Vodou too. Why is that? Because of location. That's why we have nation, which means nations. You have some spirits from Nigeria that's in Haitian Vodou, such as Ogu, Shango. It all depends on the location. That's all there is. I only work with myself. Ain't no need to work with others and bring other issues, manifestation for self. Congratulations. I congratulate you on that. Because listen, when you don't deal with people, you have less problems and headaches to work with. See, right now, I'm an independent contractor, and I'm basically, yes, I'm independent, but I do have people that have been here for 8 years. There's people that have been down with me from the beginning. Dragon is still here. Madam Wu is still here. She's been here for like 8 years. You know what I'm saying? So even with that, I don't even fuck with people like that. There's a lot of people that told me, oh, Leonard, can you bring me in here and say, can I be part of it? Nah, man. Nah, because shit can easily go wrong. But anyway, let me get back to the questions, man. Excuse me, I'm bent. The glasses game is no joke. You know it. I spent how much was these Louis Vuitton glasses? You say, hold on. Of course, the Louis Vuittons, man. I spent like what? 6, 7 on these, man. And then with my prescription, so you know it's $1,000, you know what I'm saying? Can you go? Did you work on people who are close? Hold on. Did you work on someone? People who are close to her were harmed. Was the target trying? Hold on. Did work on someone? People who are close to her were harmed. was the target trying to harm me first? I'm just saying. Listen, nah, it all depends on what you're doing. Because if you're doing revenge work on someone and that work turns around and harms people next to them, that comes with the game. That's why I've always spoke about collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? When I say collateral damage, I don't just say collateral damage for no apparent reason. When you're doing spiritual work, that's what happens. Sometimes you may hit one target and it hits 3 to 4 people next to them. Sometimes it don't directly hit them yet. It starts hitting people around them before it hits them. Respect, homie, respect. Thank you, AP. She says, my favorite spiritualist. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you talk about the benefits of working with Ezili Freda? Of course I can talk about the benefits of working with Ezili Freda. Freda is a spirit that can definitely send you a lot of honeys. Like, listen, that spirit can send you a lot of honeys, but that spirit can be very jealous too. And so you gotta know what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? That spirit can send you a lot of honeys, man. And not only that, if you know how to work that spirit right, she can give you the vision to see people for who they truly are. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why Ezili Freda loves mirrors. She loves to be in a mirror. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, when she has that, it allows her to see things for what they truly are, who they truly are. You know what I'm saying? But Ezili Freda will definitely level up your life. For me, I can say from my experience that she's only leveled up my game when it comes to the ladies. And not only that, if you're serving Ezili Freda, that spirit will make you nice and clean, will make you gentle, make you handsome, make you that guy. When you work with Ezili Freda, you're going to be clean as a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Even my brother's wife, I mean, yo, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Okay, what we have here? Whatever. Sprinkle Club. You don't have to agree with that mess. People are so sensitive. Everybody don't have to agree with everybody else. You already know that. Okay, let me go to here. Let me go here. Hold on. Let me go to TikTok right now. We got TikTok on fire real quick. Wait, let me see what we got here. What's my take on Shango? Shango is a very powerful spirit. That spirit is a spirit that can definitely make you very wealthy. You know what I'm saying? When you walk up in places, man, you know what I'm saying? You basically, that spirit gives you respect. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you walk up in the store, when you walk somewhere, Shango is a spirit that keeps your head high. Not only that, good protective spirit. That shit can burn shit the fuck down. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That shit will burn your enemy's establishment down. I'm not joking. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. How can we start serving Ezili Freda? You got to find someone that's ready to, that's going to bring you home. You know what I'm saying? This is not like, oh, you can put this information online and say, oh, I'm just saying. Nah, I don't come from that culture. That whole, oh, you know what I'm saying, give me the game for free. I don't, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it don't work like that over here. Ball cards are totally different. Ball cards totally different from the who gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you want to get down, it's either you get initiated or you deal with somebody that got the product. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Ain't no, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm getting up online telling you to mix this with that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, the game is supposed to be sold and never told. You know what I'm saying? That's in all walks of hustling. What's your take on it? Mm-hmm. So listen, let me see what we got here. So listen, I'm gonna conclude here for tonight. I definitely gotta be out, about to head out, you know what I'm saying, to the clubs. So listen, I thank you guys for participating. I will catch y'all on another one. Deuces.